Hello, hello. How's it going?
Hi.
We are here.
That's all.
We're here. That's it. We don't
nothing
do
to
anything
offer
else.
you, nothing to say to you except that we're here.
Wow, let's get some chill music going. How are you, Esther?
So,
How's it going? How's everybody else?
good.
How's it going?
Good.
Throw some stuff in
It's
the
a little
chat.
later than I wanted to get started.
What time is it? 8:22 p.m.
But we made mango sticky rice,
That was
and that
good.
is what made us late. So, it was worth it.
Mango sticky rice. We did kind of a quick version of it. It tastes really good though. It's just rice and sweetened condensed
A quick
milk,
version.
and then mango.
Yeah.
No substitute for the mango.
There,
I'm just saying because
We
that's
just
not the
did
real
a
way to do
regular
sticky rice. It's not the real way to do sticky rice. It just tastes good.
what do you mean?
Well, it's not like how you get it from like the restaurant or whatever.
It's exactly. It's
No,
rice,
no.
condensed milk, and mango.
No. Sticky rice, that is not how sticky rice is made. But anyway, it is a fun, quick way to make it.
Well,
If you are interested in having some
Fooled
quick,
me.
if you're interested in having some quick sticky rice and mango, that's a good way to do it.
I could fight somebody. Stop peering.
Fight somebody.
Sorry,
You can fight me.
I'm on the laptop and all these notifications always pop up
yeah.
and they just continuously pop back up.
True,
I've
true.
done all my parts on most of these.
Oh yeah? Yeah, we're working on some paintings right now.
I think. Hair, suits, flowers.
If you're listening on the podcast, Esther's working on a blue suited man.
I'm not done with this suit, but
She is painting.
I don't feel like doing it right now, and I just realized that order is an order of 3. So I should make the outline for the third one because I haven't yet.
If you want to see our paintings, you can check us out on YouTube Live or Twitch. George and Esther, find us on there.
Twitch.
If you're listening on the podcast, we'll probably be chatting about some stuff throughout our time. You can also listen to the chill music in the background.
This is impossible.
So we had a interesting conversation. Huh?
I said, oh no.
Before we were on live. And,
Oh no. I'm in the wrong spot.
in the wrong spot. She's on the laptop working on some stuff. I don't know. I just think part of our podcasts and lives and stuff has always been like couples stuff. And anyway, we were coming home and I was on the phone with somebody and then she dropped something and we were mad at each other. And but we ended up having a good talk after, which was nice.
This kid.
And what?
This kid not getting my consent to speak about such things.
Not getting your consent. What, you don't want to talk? We've talked about stuff like that before.
So,
On the
you
living.
gotta check if that is something that I wanted discussed.
Oh, really?
Obviously.
Well, I just thought, but that's kind of what the live has been for before. So I guess I didn't like ask you specifically before, but we have done that many times, right? We kind of talk about the day throughout the day.
Yes, but not a bad stuff.
No, I wouldn't say bad. I mean, it was a good, it was definitely a good conversation that we had. Just talking about like.
I think what was good for myself
Yeah, go ahead.
is it wasn't like a huge issue.
No.
A while ago, it would have been with how I react to things. So I think I'm improved.
Nice. So yeah, we had a difference of opinion on something, which happens every day, at least a few times, and to be able to just work through it and talk through it is kind of the important part, I would say. It's not. I don't think it's I don't know. I guess to some degree. Don't expect there's not going to be fights, right? Don't expect there's not going to be issues of some kind. Just hope that you know how to work through it.
I'm busy, so I
No,
will
that's fine.
not be interjecting mine.
No, that's fine. We were working on stuff. It's fine to have the silence there.
Stares at me and
Yeah.
waits for a comment.
Well, sure. Yeah, I mean, I was looking
No
for one
comment.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And
Oh, that's why I didn't make this outline, because I don't know how. So George is gonna have to make it, because I can't make it work.
so it was just, like what each of us wants during like some conflict, and we were talking to each other about like how that looks and how it works and what it looks like. And no, I think it was a productive conversation.
I'm glad you think so.
Do you not?
No, I think it was too.
Nice.
Being
Facetious.
facetious.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the correct use of that word.
looking,
like that word.
there's always going to be some sort of issue or conflict or something that comes up. And I think, just being able to work through it is what's important.
You know what bothers me about these paintings?
Hmm.
I feel like more than half of the pictures, they're standing in grass and you can never see the man's shoes.
Can I get the image of this one onto the iPad?
I feel like I've sent it like a trillion times.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's no doubt.
So why is it not on here? Or is it and you're just blind? It's warm. I thought I was going to be cold.
I'm going to turn the
So
fans
I
on
put
in a second.
an extra shirt on, and now I'm not. I think it's on the computer.
Oh, no, it is. I just wasn't going to look for it. I was wondering if it was on there somewhere.
Well, all I could do would be to drop it from my phone, which I don't have.
All right, no problem. I'm sure I can find it. I think this is it. So we just have a lot of different devices in the room where we look at
It's quite bothersome to not.
each photo.
Boom.
And, there's like 3-4 different screens that we have and different handheld devices and computers and things that we can just pull images up on to look at for the painting.
You want to take a glance at this? Should I just do...
Not at the moment, because I'm gonna start working on this.
Oh, yeah. That's great. I'll just do nothing then.
Okay.
That sounds...
Well, we can continue talking about what we were talking about before.
I know, but I just...
That's okay. I can paint. You can talk.
Can I do this?
They're podcasts now, too, so we want to have...
outline. And the other thing I wanted to do was start writing down like our expenses, because we've never done that. And I just feel like that's something normal people do, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I've talked to you about doing it.
True, but I guess
Why are
it's
you
just...
moving that table?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, guys. Everything was shaky.
Could not have not been. Wait, could not have been more not sorry.
Yeah, less
with
worried
how
about
I said that.
Or with how you moved the
I'm
table. You were
sorry.
like...
Listen, I forget about this stuff. I don't think about the live. I mean, I do, but I don't think about how my actions affect it.
I see.
That's not a theme in my life. I made that sound like, you know. Anyways, I don't want to work in these paintings.
Wow.
I've done most of what I needed to do, and I don't want to do the last part of this one. And
So it's not that you don't want to, it's that you've done what you need to do.
And now I can't do that outline. Yeah. So I'm kind of at a loss. Oh, and then I was saying I wanted to write down expenses just because.
Well, not just because. There's many good reasons.
And now I can't do that because I have to look on my phone to look at the expenses. So, I'm the prince. Cardi B reference. And I told George to paint because he got up early, but then he didn't get
Not
up
really early.
as early as he thought.
Earlier for me, yeah, I guess that's true.
I thought he was off at like 4 or 4:30, and then he had something at 5. I was just going for it.
So yeah, tell them about our productive conversation. I thought it was really good. There was a few really good points that you had there at the end.
Well, heck, if I can remember any of it at this point.
Oh, wow. Dang.
No, I remember some stuff, but definitely not what order things were said
Oh,
in,
that doesn't
or
matter.
the helpful things that you're saying were at the end, because what was the end? Don't know.
Okay. You could just... I just thought it was productive.
Let's see.
And if you repeat it and talk about it, then you remember it better. Which means
I think so.
the things that we got to...
I feel like I just... I've only got so much space. And I think I'm maxed out at remembering people's faces connecting to the kids at school.
The names.
Like when they're getting picked up.
Right.
Because there's a couple people and I know their face. And I'm like, I know you've told me what kid you pick up 1,000 times, but I just cannot possibly remember it.
Name and all that stuff, memory.
But I remember quite a lot of them, which I was surprised about. So
Oh, you thought you weren't going to?
Either I've just now told myself, oh, I've reached the limit. Because when I first started doing it, I thought I'm never going to be able to remember this. So I really tried like, okay, this person has glasses and they have this name. Remember this name with glasses. And maybe I'm not doing that anymore.
Like
but
you were trying really hard.
My mind just is not a steel trap because I'm starting to have to think a second with the ones that I picked up really quickly. And now that I've done it for so long, I'm like, wait a minute, is that the person that I think of?
My mind is just not a steel trap. That's super funny how you said that.
Yeah. Well, because you know you say, my mind's a steel trap when you have the good, and I don't have the good. Anyways, our conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dang, it's been a minute.
I wonder why her mind's not a steel trap.
Yeah.
She's got no self-control. And I just yelled in the mic. And I was told not to yell in the mic. A conversation. I don't know. I remember it, but I'm just thinking of something that would be relevant to repeat for an audience, because it's my opinion to not share such things.
So you're
certain ones, but I
so
don't
you
know.
still think it wasn't good for me to even bring it up at the beginning?
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
But
well, I just think I think it could be good advice.
If it was something else, I might have cared. So I think you should ask if it's something involving me that isn't something good, because...
Good? Well, see...
Well, I mean, it's not like I said, it's not like we were super upset.
I just view things as always something to, like, learn from or grow from or comment about.
Plenty of people would be
Well, but I'm not talking about plenty of people.
Yeah, well then
Doesn't
me,
make sense
because I have been annoyed at some things that you repeated, and I'm like, bruh, you can't just repeat things that I say unless I know that you're going to repeat them and have...
You mean on the live?
No, not to the live.
Okay, so again, we're talking about...
On the live, you've never said anything that I was like, you shouldn't have said that.
Okay, well, let's try and stick with this then. No, it's fine.
But it's relevant to what I'm saying.
Sure, go ahead.
Because now I'm like, whoa, you should have checked with me before you said that. Even though I don't care about this one thing, I could have, and then it would have been a problem.
Well, but that's also nice that I know you well enough
like
that
we go to family and you're like, oh, Esther said this about whatever, and I'm like, I said that to you, and I wouldn't have said it that way if I was going to say it to a lot of people. So that is a little bit...
So you're just saying repeating stuff in general, I should do less.
Well, or just be like, oh, can I tell about this thing? And then if I say no, then no.
That's weird. I feel like I would just tell them less. Like specifically coming to ask you if I can share. I'm not saying I shouldn't do that. I'm just saying I don't think I would.
Oh, well then just, if you think, oh, this might be an issue, then just don't say it.
Okay. So back to the thing we were talking
about. Then now I was about to tell him something and I said specifically, do not repeat this to anyone, and it wasn't like a bad thing.
I don't remember what she's talking about. So back to what we were talking about. So the
mind is also not a steel trap.
the conversation,
I can't speak.
it was just like she came in, I was in the middle of doing something else, she had something, she dropped something. A lot of times it seems the conflict that we have has to do with like something happening and then me not like oh, are you okay, or like not
and that's so bothersome to me because I feel like yes, I am super easily affected by things, but
right, that's what the conversation,
how I am, and it's not like I'm super bothered by stuff, but I just react really largely to things. But it's not, I'm not even super mad about it, but then I often do get super mad about it because he's like, oh, why are you doing that? Why are you acting like that? And I wish he would just say like, oh, are you okay? Even though I bump my elbow and I'm like, oh my gosh, my elbow. I wish he'd just be like,
and
oh,
so
is your elbow okay?
Good.
Rather than first saying, which he most often does, it didn't hurt you that bad. Why are you reacting that big or something? And I'm like, does this help me? No, it makes me angry.
So what was nice though was we were able to come to the conclusion at the end for something that each of us wanted to work on, which is what I think is super important.
I now remember my ending thing.
Oh, you do?
Now
you can mention it later.
No, we talked about it. No, it's that. I said, I will try not to react so largely.
Right, exactly.
And then you said, I will try.
And then I said, I'm going to try to just like mention like, oh, are you okay? Or this, or that, whatever it may be. So yeah, it was good that we were able to, that's what I was trying to get to, is that we both kind of, at the end, came to okay, this is something that each of us are going to try to work on. It just so happens.
He has suspenders.
Yeah, you can't see them,
Okay.
I mean, I might throw them in somehow, but not right now. I'm probably going to pull them out, actually. Wet lift. Yeah. Wet lift and watercolor once everything's dry, and especially if it's dark, add a little water and dab it off with a paper towel, and it picks it up. Just kind of an odd name. So
our
I thought
mango sticky rice, we used mangoes from the people that, sit on like a corner and
sell the fruit from their
fruit. And I see them all the time, and I've always thought, I want to get some of that fruit. It's probably delicious, which it was.
It was
we got it for the first time. Super close to our house.
Yeah, it was super cool.
And I'm excited about it.
Yep, it was very good.
Ooh, where do they get the fruit?
Must they be the farmers, right? Or relation to, or the farmer.
I feel like it's people that work in like fruit places and they get to take stuff home or something. And I'm like, but they have a lot.
I literally have not even. I don't think that's what it is. I've never even thought. What a great idea. First of all,
I think about where they get the fruit all the time, and I'm like, do they buy it and then sell it for more? And they're just buying fruit from where you would buy fruit.
Interesting. Wow, I always thought they were connected to a farmer in some way.
Well, that's kind of what
By the way, real quick,
I said.
This is on this painting that I'm doing. He has a very dark shirt. He actually has a black shirt and black pants. It's like as dark as it literally is the darkest that we've like ever done. It's super dark. And they wanted an American flag in the background. And this was done in the wrong order, let me tell you.
The photographer
ordered it. She said
same
thing.
They probably like it.
So
we didn't even have to do it, but we said challenge accepted.
Super dumb the way I did this. I should have painted the flag first. Because now when I touch it, if I barely touch into this black is just going to stream into the flag. Oof. No matter how dry it is. So anyway.
That's going to be rough.
Yeah. This was done the wrong way. But I can deal with it. So yeah, I thought that was a productive conversation. So the only thing is, it only becomes productive if then the next time it happens, I try to actually respond differently. So that will be the test, right? Because you sit down. I'm into conversations and talking and all this stuff, and of course I'm truly into the resolution. I would like to get to a resolution, but sometimes I find myself in the talk.
Is it too dark without that light?
Not really. It looks better with it. I'm kind of like really into the conversation, and sometimes like personal things, like whatever I'll talk about and I'll go and do it, but I don't know, something dealing with another person. Sometimes you talk about it again, and then you don't see a lot of change sometimes. So anyway, I think talking about it can help us remember to do it. So I have his shirt and pants in there now. Again, it's literally a black shirt and black pants. So there's not a whole lot else I can do to it. The dress is done. So we're looking into the second layer of skin now. But the part...
What should I do? I don't know. I don't want to paint.
It's not that you don't want to. It's that you finished all your sections on those ones.
But I have a little bit more.
Oh,
Of this
go ahead and do it
suit
then.
to do, and I don't want to do it. I want to reorganize the whole house.
Oh, wait a second. Actually, what you wanted to do was you wanted to sing.
Sir, what I want to do is have you not interrupt me.
You had said today that you wanted to sing.
He does often, if you couldn't tell.
That's not really fair. Not really.
Listen, you can't really have a conversation without...
Some
I
interruption.
mean, you can, but...
Depends on what type of conversation. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
What's the circumstance?
Circumference?
What's... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm not even going to
Lord.
preface this at all. I
What?
just have to go and see if she was telling me the truth. I'm George, and this is...
Esther? That one I did already. My next one is going to be Jester.
No, Jester. You already did that too.
What?
Jester and Yester were the first
I
two
did?
ones that you did.
Oh, what were my next ones then? I thought Jester was
Oh,
a new
guys,
one.
I think she lied to me. She told me she had other ones prepared.
Are you sure I did Jester before? I think
Yeah,
my next
that was
one.
like the first one, Jester.
Hiya. I forgot.
Oh, no way.
I
Dang,
did have
guys.
two in my mind yesterday.
Other than Yester and Jester? Because those are
Well, I
the
can't.
ones.
Well,
You can't remember now. I was really hyped. I'm a little let down. I'm a little let down.
you got me off guard, bruh.
Well, that was the point, because you told me.
I think my other one was evil because I am EEVL
But that's-
initial. But it
it
doesn't
has to
sound
go
like
somewhere with
Esther.
this. Yeah, my dad always makes this joke because her initials now, once she tied the knot with me, is EEVL. Evil. So anyway, he laughs at that. So he'll put it in like chats and stuff. Like, hey, evil. As a complete joke, of course. Or maybe not.
Well, the thing is, he would use initials
Yes. he
for other
uses-
people. Like George, he would put GCVL. So then
Right.
you would use his mine just to use mine like he uses
Yeah,
theirs.
because that's something that he does.
But it just is now an added thing
It's just funny because it says evil.
that he said, commented on it being evil. Which I had already got from multiple people at work before, and
Actually, no, I didn't
noticed
know that.
myself, so
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. Because I'd put initials on like my water bottles or stuff in the fridge so that nobody takes it or throws it out and they're like, evil.
That's funny.
And I was like, yes, sir.
So I'm working on what we call the second layer of skin. So in watercolor and other forms of art, but a lot in watercolor, there's a lot of layers. And so the fun thing is often we're painting couples, and we are a couple, if you didn't gather that.
Yo.
And so we both have kind of usually a general thing that we kind of follow, like who paints what. It just kind of gave us, we all wanted to work, all of us,
Wow. I keep looking
Each
at
of
this and my eyes are crossing.
each of us
That's captured
wanted
on
to
video.
work on every painting. That was kind of the whole thing. I definitely want to talk about that more and highlight that more. We're definitely highlighting it in our streams, but just as the business, like to talk about it on the Instagram or whatever. And so Esther does what's called the first layer of skin. So she goes in and puts a very light tone. Whatever their skin tone is, of course it matches that, but it's the lightest tone in their skin. So think of like a highlight on the forehead, a highlight somewhere on the bridge of the nose. Usually those are some of the lighter spots. She's taking that tone and then washing over the whole area of skin with that color. And then I come in and do at least the second layer of skin and often a second and third layer of skin. So I paint, let it dry, paint, it's done.
And then I do the first layers of the suits.
Yeah, explain what else you do.
And I do the hair and flowers, but I do like 90% of them, and then you do like the top layer.
The flower and the hair.
Like the skin, we say I do the first layer because it's really not. It's just like you said, just a wash of color. The flowers and the hair, you do like a little bit on top of, but I do most of that.
The flowers and the hair are almost done by the time I get the paintings.
Sometimes you don't even touch them, but most of the time you do.
Yes.
Just like a little. And then I do the suits, and then you add some
Yeah, and the
texture.
suits was something kind of recent that I was doing a lot of the painting, and
I should start. We used to do the dresses differently, and then I would do the dresses too. But now we do the dresses differently.
Wait.
He uses that special paint.
Not every
And
not
I
every
feel like
dress.
I don't
though.
know how to do them anymore.
Not every dress though.
Yeah, but like
you never
all
did
the ones that we've been getting recently,
Yes.
maybe just the style of
Sure.
dresses is different now, which I think it is. They're just a lot more detailed and lacy and
Rather than
beads
flowy.
and blah blah blah, all this stuff. And I would do a lot of like satin dresses before in the
Yeah.
past, and those are like
You never
all
did a
these-
lot of the dresses
all
though,
these
love,
light
did you?
washes. Well,
Did you? Maybe
I
I'm
feel like I
forgetting.
did.
Oh, did you? Yeah, so we were just trying to we you know, we like the thought that we each work on it a lot. And then we wanted to, you know, kind of like again, how we met if you are wondering.
no, I think they know.
Yeah, some of them do. We met. I was her art teacher, so I taught her art, and we're only 2 years apart. Let me just throw that in there real quick. So I've painted for longer, and so whenever we were working on paintings, it was always kind of like she was trying to find more things to do on the paintings. Like, what's something else that I could work on? And so we've come to a pretty half and half, I'd say.
Yeah.
Pretty half and half. She wants to expand on a couple other pieces and parts and add a few things, but I would say I'm pretty happy with it.
Me too. Now that I've
Yeah.
added some extra
Now that you've added a
pieces,
few,
but
yeah.
I feel like when we first started them, it was like half and half.
Oh,
Then,
really?
Because remember, I started doing the suits first, and you would do the dresses, and then we
Oh,
kind of
that's
swapped
true,
things as we
that's
learned
true.
what we were better at. But I feel like we started more half and half, and
then I
then
took over a little
as
bit.
we started going, I was like, "You paint better. I'm not as good." Blah blah blah. And then he started doing like most of it, and then I was sad because I would start all these paintings for him, and then I'd look at it and be like, "Is this all I do?" And then they'd sit there, and it'd take them a long time to finish them, obviously, because very
Not
little
usually
was.
long though.
Yeah, I know, but like very little was done, so it felt
Oh,
like
you're just saying I was kind of finishing
nothing is being done while I'm trying to prep them. So then we started adding some stuff.
Well, and like she's saying, when we kind of did more together at the beginning, I kind of caught the idea of the style and really ran with it quickly because, again, I had been painting for longer, so I figured out, like, this is what needs to be done. And so it also kind of changed on her, too. Like, when we were doing more half and half, like she was saying, when we went back and looked at, like, our first paintings, they look nothing like the paintings now, which is great. These ones look way better. There was one, like, literally one of the first ones as Find Your Hues, because we basically, okay, how
We
it
need
really
to start
happened.
posting them again.
Yeah, we have to. Go ahead and go
don't-
grab it. The original one, is it downstairs? No, it's upstairs.
Oh yeah.
The original one that was done, I did a painting of Esther and I. So there was a... All right, go grab it quick. So I'm in a little blue suit, and what it was from, it's fun. It was from the first time Esther kind of invited me to something else, so to speak. Like she was in this art class of mine, and we were at a couple different like art events together. And then she invited me to her brother's wedding. So that event was kind of one of the first times we were kind of hanging out, so to speak. And I painted this from the wedding. So after the live, it all gets posted and stuff. So go check it out. If you're listening to the podcast, go to our YouTube channel and check it out. Show it on yours. Mine is pointed down. So that, get kind of close.
Can you see it with the light?
Yeah, just get it to
turn
the light.
off?
Yeah, no, there you go.
That?
So that, get pretty close. And so one really cool thing on these water drops, they're literally water drops. Not literally, they look like water drops. They're like a certain type of glue. Wow, it's hard to get my hand over there. Yeah, it's resin. It's so cool. Anyway, we don't do that anymore in them either, which I kind of wish we did. Anyway.
That was like one of our key.
Yeah, that was one of our things at the beginning. And so anyway, I did that painting of us.
Yeah, I wonder when.
And
Stop that.
yeah, I know. I did that painting of us, and then we did a painting. I thought to myself.
I think when we first started, they were a lot more simple, a lot less detail. So that was like something that made them special. And then I think as we got better, we would finish them and be like, we don't need the water droplets because it just looked so good already.
True, I hear you. Then we did.
So funny.
I know. Then we did a painting for a couple that both of us worked on, and that was for a friend's wedding.
After that, he was like.
After that, I said, "This
make it business,
is a business
because that's his entire personality."
Because that's what I do with everything.
Anywhere to put this? Right here.
So you can see now. You can see. I got to take the focus thing off. But you can see now what's going on here with the skin, how you slowly start layering it up. And it's a pretty small painting. Like there is a lot of detail for the size, and that's kind of the point. The paintings aren't large. We can do different sizes, but this is like the size that we do. 8 by 11. This is just so. And basically, why is you can put it in a 8 by 10 matte. And then the 2-inch matte 11 by 14 frame. So it's a really good size. Most people can get that frame, get that size. It's a common size. I used to always paint in these weird sizes and stuff. And then you go to get a frame, you got to get a custom frame. Boy, it was an issue. So we were like, what's a common size and stuff that most people are going to be able to deal with? And this is it. So now, getting the shade of the face here. So how was your day, love, other than the other stuff that we chatted about?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah, so hot.
Getting real hot. But a big part of her job is standing outside for at least a while. And I'm
at
like,
least a while.
And I'm like,
and I was outside this morning passing out flyers.
Oh yes.
For somebody's business.
Sheesh.
And it was very hot. But I got starbs after.
Oh, please don't call it that.
I hate that as well, but I started saying it as like a joke, you know. That's how everyone starts saying these things. And then it becomes something not a joke.
How about you keep that one a joke?
It's kind of, but it's starting to not be.
Dang.
And every time I say it, I think of, is that my Bessie and a Tessie?
Oh my gosh.
Because you also hate that.
I hate that one. Because we'll get in the Tesla and then she's funny. Like,
I haven't
says
said
it and it like, oh my gosh, it ruins the whole vibe.
Also, I think my voice seems lower than it used to be. And one of my bosses actually told me that. And she was like, you should go to the doctor, make sure you don't have some sort of condition.
Dang.
And I was like, nah, it's just because we're friends now, so I don't have my fake voice on.
My
but
fake
I think
retail
I
voice.
started doing that so often because I got friends.
You just changed it right there.
And then I just, yeah, I know, because I was
You
like,
were talking about it.
it's too low. Yes.
You know,
but
she wasn't.
I think I started using my comfortable voice too much, and now I feel like
You know, she wasn't kidding.
it's
though.
damaged, and I'm not as good at singing as I used to be. But I think that might also just be because I don't.
You also don't practice. Singing is
I haven't
you have to
sung.
exercise, yeah.
I mean, I sing 24/7, but
We used to sing
Not
like
like-
at events and stuff,
Yeah.
and we haven't done that in a while. Guys, we used to be cool. You gotta believe us.
Mm-hmm. I gotta
no,
do some vocal warm-ups, get my customer service
go
voice
ahead.
on. Hi, how can I help you?
Lip rolls. Gotta get them going. Mama mi mamu, mama mi mamu, mama mi mamu. That's another one. La 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 loo, la. Oh, I'm going slow right now. Yeah, you gotta warm up the voice for sure. Bum bum, na 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 na. Definitely, big time. All right, so this painting's now definitely about halfway done. Really liking the look of it. The second layer of skin turned out really nice. The multiple hands I haven't, but I'm wrapping it up now. It's looking good.
Now it's time to watch a show.
Oh yeah? What are we gonna watch? I don't
And
know.
sleep. What time is it?
Time to sleep.
What is the time?
Oh, it is not even 9. We're doing great.
Bruh. Oh, anyways, I was saying a while ago, and then I got lost because that's what I do. I want to reorganize the house, switch out my decor. I love to switch around the decor because I get bored.
Definitely.
And I need to clean out all the closets again and all the drawers. Because you clean it out and you organize stuff and you just
Right.
organize for what you have. And then you get more stuff and then you don't have a place for it because you've already organized to have only what you have. And it's not like you factor in, but maybe I will this time. It's not like you leave a blank spot
room
for new stuff.
for
Or
later.
like, oh, leave a little space here. I'm just
Yeah.
like, pack everything as tightly as possible, shove it so that I have enough room.
Shove it.
And yeah. So I need to reorganize.
Yeah. I need
And
to...
George bought like 8 more shirts, and we had just bought tons of clothes, and now I have not enough hangers again. And we both
Clothes,
had extra
come
last
on.
time I bought hangers. We both had like a stack of 10 at the bottom of the closet. I'm not looking in the right spot. And now we have no hangers. Now I need to get more hangers, but now there's just not enough space to hang. So what I need to do
No, there is space to hang.
there's not. I need to get a dresser because that's what we're missing that everybody has, and that's why
True,
we don't have
true,
any
true,
room in the closet. But
That's
I
true,
don't
that's
want a dresser because when I designed the house, I didn't put a dresser in because I didn't want a dresser. And
Right.
now if we get a dresser, I'm gonna feel like the room's
Small.
cramped, and I don't want that.
We don't have a lot of furniture in there though, so it won't feel that bad. Just don't get a huge
We
one.
don't. But I had the beanbag in there.
Also, I don't like dressers because then the stuff gets folded. You can only fold certain types of stuff. Some
yeah,
stuff
but
is much
you have
better
a bunch
left.
of stuff in a small, like one
Unfolded.
of those plastic dresser things
That's
inside
true.
of the closet.
Yeah, that
And
thing.
even if we just put the stuff that's already in the dresser in, at least there'll be room and it won't
Yeah.
be smashed in there so tight, which it is, and then you pull it out and like the shirts. All these problems. Anyways, also I said I had the bee bag in the bedroom for a while, and then when I took it out, I felt like I have so much space. But if
And
I
you
get
like
a
the space?
dresser, it's gonna just stay there forever, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna feel like less space. But I don't spend almost any time in there besides sleeping, so why do we need to have space?
I know, right?
And it'll probably look cute under those little yarn, like dream catcher looking things that we have.
Yeah, up on
And
the
if
wall.
I just get a cute dresser, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, okay, just get a thin one so that it's not taking up a lot of space. But then if I get a thin one, you fold George's shirts and it's like,
There's
no room.
I don't like the shirts being folded, bro.
so if I get a thin one, it'll be like only one stack can fit in when it's pulled out. So then, and all
Yeah.
the space is full.
No, it's really fun reorganizing stuff, and we've designed like some of our light fixtures and stuff, and definitely
I'm
like all
parched.
that stuff.
Is there water left in the water? No!
Open your mouth. I'll give you some water.
I don't want it.
Spray bottle.
That one. What a loo.
Oh, this is empty. Not entirely. All right, guys. Great to hang out with
Did
you
you hear that hit my
today.
teeth?
If you want to check out our art, you can watch these live or reposted Twitch and YouTube. If you want to look at some of our old art, and we're going to start posting again, that's going to get on our calendar, on our goals. Let's stop calling it schedules. Our goals. We're going to get on our goals and get some more of the more recent art being posted. We have photos of all of them. We haven't had any that we don't take really nice photos of. That's what weird. We just kind of stopped posting. for no
Because
reason.
we would always send it to like the people.
Right, we'd send
that
it to
are
the
getting
people,
it.
but then not. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then yeah, check us out. Find Your Hues on Instagram is where you find our art, and
Where you
if you're
find
interested in
our
any,
hues.
say it again.
It's where they find our
Find
hues.
our hues. Find your hues at Instagram. Find Your Hues, and methodtothemelody.com is the music website if you're interested in looking at any music. Hope you guys have a great night. Oh, high five.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's on. If I was on the other side, we could then like line it up. Hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.